So this is my favorite part. Well, no, there's lots that's my favorite. Why do stories matter? Sorry, I'm just getting right through that. Anyone? Go. So people can connect with you? Okay, keep going, just shout it out.
How it makes sense of the world.
Yes.
The basic of communication.
Yes. Oh my God.
Traditions.
Say that again?
How we pass traditions down.
Yes. How we pass.
Emotions.
Yes. Okay. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir. This is going to be fun. Anyone else? Why stories matter?
Understanding information.
Understanding information, they make you remember.
Change the world.
They entertain you. I didn't
Change the world.
They change the world. Yes. Anything else?
Empathy and perspective.
Empathy and compassion, something perspective.
Understanding a new perspective.
Awesome. Yep.
As authenticity.
Yes.
Memorable.
Yes, memorable. Yes. There's science behind that one. Anything else? A personal archive. Yes.
They can leave us trapped.
Oh, say more. They can leave us trapped is what he said.
So people live in the story of their own narrative, prevent you from engaging in other people's stories or other realities.
Yes. So I love this. I don't know if you heard this, but it's the idea of sort of being trapped in your own narrative and not being open to other people's realities and experiences, which is so true and so powerful. Brene Brown says, the stories we do, you could do a drinking game and she's gonna come up a lot. The stories we tell ourselves and the power that they have are really, really important as well. So thank you for sharing that and adding that. So I have a list of what I think stories do and why I think they matter. You said most of them, which makes me feel really good. They create connections between the teller and the receiver. So you're forming a bond when you share your story. They drive people to action. So this is for our marketers in the room. This one's really important. If you're trying to convince people to do things like buy your widget, tell them a story about it. They engage and inspire beyond just the facts. So this is tied back to that idea of you remember. So our brains are wired to remember stories, to remember metaphors and anecdotes, way more than they're wired to remember facts. That's why I tell myself I can't remember anything, is because unless you tell me a story, it's gone. It's not in my brain. They teach and share knowledge, so that idea of ancestry and stories through time. They're memorable. I'm just going to reinforce that one. They bring ideas to life across mediums. So I'm a true believer in the fact that we're all storytellers, which means you don't have to be a writer or a filmmaker, sort of those traditional storyteller type people to be a storyteller. You can work in any medium and tell a story. One of my best friends is a sculptor, and we spend a lot of time talking about, mostly me trying to convince her that she is a storyteller. And stories change the world. I can't remember who said it, but yes, they change the world. They're so important when they're well told. They're the tales we tell, and remember this, the most important thing, write this one down maybe, they're fun. They can and should be fun. So when you're doing this is why I love my job, because this talking about stories and teaching people how to tell their stories, it should be fun. Not all stories are joyful, but they can come from a place of joy. So this is sort of my fundamental belief about storytelling. I think they're magic. So I think you sort of set yourself off on a journey to make magic with your story.